What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gaming with the Bros podcast.
Episode number 37. Today
37.
is August. It's August
It's
3rd,
August.
2020. So that's where we're at. We're here.
So-
Summer's coming to an end.
It is. So we were supposed to be at the beach by now, and
Yeah.
we're going to do the podcast. We weren't sure if we're going to do it live, but we were definitely going to do it in person. But due to the Hurricane Isaias, is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Um,
Isaias.
Currently on the East Coast, making its way up towards, or I think it's hit North Carolina now, or almost, I guess.
You're almost there.
The place we are going to, the main bridge to get there is closed down, so we had to postpone our trip by a couple days. So hopefully we can we'll be there tomorrow. But we figured we go ahead and record the podcast now. That way it'll just be kind of the normal setup, and I won't have any trouble getting everything uploaded and all that good stuff. But yeah,
And-
Nick, go ahead.
Before we get into the weeks, maybe I should have brought this up offline, but the State of Play is coming up on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the length of it and the time, maybe we could do a little live stream.
Yeah, we could. I
Well-
think. Yeah, maybe. I don't know how we would do that.
Oh yeah, because we don't have all of our equipment.
I mean,
Cool.
are you gonna have your laptop?
Yeah, I am.
But you probably
don't
can't
know.
really do much with your work laptop, though.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because we'll
talk about
figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Maybe we can have one of our phones have a video, and then have the other phone recording, and then somehow mesh the audio. I don't know. We can figure it out.
Yeah, we could maybe YouTube live it too.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
But yeah, that's something that we can look at. They did. Well, we'll get that into the news, but we'll see. We'll see how it happens.
We'll see.
But yeah, how was I mean, you've been home all week, so I mean, we've seen each other a
Yeah.
couple times. So, how has your week been?
It's been good. Getting ever so closer to going back to Virginia, one stop at a time, and North Carolina is the last stop. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
at the beach, like we just said, but
You've had a nice tour of the East Coast.
yeah. So I've played enough disc golf for about a month. I think I threw my shoulder out a little bit. Have a little tweak in it now. So
Nice.
That's just a sign I've been playing too much.
Yeah.
But the week's been good. Been nice and relaxing. Nice and rainy today. I was gonna come to Kaylee's little stand today, but it
Yeah.
started raining. So I couldn't
Yeah,
come.
I think she went over there about 11 to set everything up as she usually does, and she came home about 30 minutes later because it had started to rain and stuff. So
Yeah, it came down pretty hard too.
yeah, well, we didn't get a lot of rain here. It was more of just drizzling, but yeah, mom said y'all got hit pretty hard. So
Yeah, we got it pretty good.
yeah,
How's your week?
good. Just kind of a little busier at work for myself. I was just trying to get everything cleared out for me missing this week. But even then, it wasn't too much work or anything. So
Yeah.
Other than that, just kind of the same old work week. Played a few games here and there, not too much. But yeah, you want to go ahead and dive into what we have been playing? I think we've kind of been playing the same stuff.
I think we have. I mean, I'll let you kick it off.
Okay. Yeah, just chipping away at Paper Mario. Still on the second area.
Okay.
I'm still in the Shogun amusement park.
Shogun Studios.
Yeah, I love that place, man. It's like every time something happens, it gets like that. Oh,
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love it.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite area.
Yeah, still
Alright,
really liking the game. Like I said last week, it's gonna be probably a slow game for me to get through.
Mhm.
So just so I can enjoy it, and I'm not just with the combat, not loving it, but also not hating it. I don't want it to. I don't want to play it for an extensive period of time and then kind of get burnt out on the combat. So I've been playing like 20 minutes here and there, 30 minutes, something like that. Then of course we went over to Mom and Dad's Thursday, and we all got to play Clubhouse games. And
what a good time!
what a game, man! That it was so much fun playing through all those games. I actually got it today, and Brittany and I were playing Yahtzee earlier.
Nice.
And it was funny because like it was like every time it was my turn, like I'd do one drop the cup once or whatever, and like I'd get exactly what I needed, and like she's like, "Are you serious? This is rigged." But
did you get Yahtzee?
Yeah,
sorry,
I got Yahtzee.
Did you get yacht dice?
Yeah, yacht dice. Yeah, I got it once. She got it once. But yeah, what a game! It's so much fun. The games are super simple. Not a lot to them, but yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Have you played Hanafuda yet?
No, I did not.
Yeah, play that one.
Which one is that one?
So that's Nintendo's original game that they started manufacturing cards for like 100 years ago.
Oh wow.
And I think there are 4 cards per season, and there's 12 seasons.
Okay.
And you try to match cards from the same season, and then there are like different ways to match cards. Like there are like ribbons that you can match, and then I don't know. It's super hard to explain, and it's really confusing if you're not like constantly referring to the like the card list.
Yeah.
But I've played it like a good amount of times, and it's really fun.
Okay.
Just check it out.
Yeah, but I like the Clubhouse because just like it's very simple. So I feel like, I mean, it's a bunch of games that people already know and love. So it's pretty easy to get, even if you're not a gamer or anything. It's pretty easy to get used to playing everything. So
everything's pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing darts, you're throwing it like a dart. Bowling, I mean, it's like you're bowling a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And there's like solitaire. I mean, great party game.
Oh yeah.
Great family game.
Yeah. I've enjoyed it thus far. So, but other than that, that's kind of what I've been playing. Other than my weekly like DBZ, Dragon Ball Fighters, but that game's still so good. But that's been about it.
Nice.
What have you been playing?
Let me get into mine. So, I think I have the perfect formula for playing Paper Mario and Crosscode at the same time.
Okay.
I'll do a streamer area in Paper Mario, and then once I finish that streamer area, I'll switch back to Crosscode and I'll do an area through a dungeon.
Okay.
So each of them is about like 5 hours worth.
Right.
5 hours or less worth of gameplay. And I think I'm like the same amount through each of the games. I think I'm about 60% through both. And it's been cool.
Sweet.
It's been nice. It's been like watching like a show on television each week.
Yeah.
Or maybe you have like 2 shows that you're watching. One's on a Wednesday and one's on a Sunday.
Right.
It's like, oh man, like I can't wait for this next episode, but I have this show on Saturday to watch. It's been kind of like that. And then, to further along my backlog, I bought Carrion. I also bought Flipping Death because it was on sale for like $4.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. But I'm just waiting to finish all these games. But I bought Carrion, and boy, is that game super, super fun.
Yeah, I told you, man. I told you.
So the first time I played it, I didn't have any headphones in, and I didn't really have the sound on that much.
Yeah.
So you didn't really feel the horror.
Yeah.
That you're putting on these people that you're killing. But today I played it with headphones in, and like you could hear the monster like growling and breathing, and you could hear everyone like cowering over in fear. And God, that game is so cool. Like, I can't believe a game like this hasn't really existed before. But okay, for those of you who don't know, it's a reverse horror game where you're playing as the monster. And there are a bunch of upgrades. So it's kind of like a Metroidvania-ish where you're getting these unlocks, and then you're going back and using those additional powers to further your progress. It's not Metroidvania in the sense where you're going back to the beginning of the game to get something.
No,
at least not from what I have seen so far.
There is some of that stuff. It's very it's very Metroidvania light. It's not a ton of stuff. Mainly you're going back to get missing like the DNA samples or to get the upgrades that you may have missed, because a lot of them are optional and are just cool fun abilities to use to decimate your human opponents. But yeah, it's like I spoke about it last week. There's not a ton of games like this, and I would definitely like to see more games as you play as a monster.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Even like a first-person game.
Yeah, that'd be
where
really
you're
cool.
playing as a monster.
Yeah.
My only gripe with it, and I feel like this is everybody's complaint, there's no map.
Yep.
And while it hasn't been a big problem yet, like I haven't gotten lost for too long, I can feel how that would be annoying if later in the game, I'm backtracking so much. But you also move at like lightning speed, so
yeah.
it's not.
And you do backtrack a little bit once you advance in the levels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the backtracking isn't crazy, so it's really only like the latter half of that game that the missing map, I guess, is kind of a problem. But even then, I got lost for 5 minutes and I knew where to go. So I feel like the game's pretty intuitive about showing you exactly where you need to go.
And from a lore perspective, I guess it makes sense to not have a map because it's a monster.
Yeah, you kind of know where you're. Yeah. So
a monster wouldn't look at a map and be like, "All right, I'm going to the boiler room or whatever." Yep. So I guess that's one way to spin it. But really, really fun. I mean, I could see myself blowing through this game in a few nights.
Yeah.
You said it was what, 5 hours?
Yeah, probably less than that. Unless you're really, really exploring and kind of getting everything, it's probably about 3 to 5 hours probably tops. Nice. But it's fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. Aside from those games and trying to master Hanafuda and Solitaire, I think that's it on my end.
Cool. Would you want to go ahead and jump into the news?
Yes. So
a lot of stuff this week.
Obviously, last week we had our Xbox presentation where they showed off Halo. That was the big game. They showed off the single player a little bit. Didn't touch on the multiplayer.
Yep.
Pretty much at all. Oh no, they didn't touch on it at all. But there were some rumors flying around last week about a kind of an advertisement listing of the multiplayer portion of Halo being free to play and running at 120 frames per second on the Series X.
Yep.
And I think later that day, like it was the same day that Xbox came out or 343 came out and said, that's true. The multiplayer is going to be free to play and it's going to run at 120 frames per second on Series X.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, we were talking last week, the initial reveal wasn't really a reason. There's not really a reason to get the Series X,
Yeah.
But being able to play multiplayer at 120 frames per second on a console, that's pretty cool. That's
and it's
a good reason to get one.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, because I remember we were spoken over the last couple of weeks about kind of Gold, Xbox Live Gold being obsolete at this point. And the rumors of it disappearing with them taking away the 12-month subscription cards and stuff like that. So Microsoft has their flagship, Xbox game for the future, I guess you could say, that's going to be free to play. I think Gold's going away, man. I think games are on Xbox are going to be able to play for free multiplayer wise, and then you pay for Game Pass. Because I mean, at this point, you're paying what, $10 for Gold? Like it just, I don't know. It just kind of seems obsolete to me.
Do you think you'll need Game Pass to play online, or are you saying it like a multiplayer will just be free?
According to what 343 is saying, it's free. I don't know if you're going to need Gold to play, but you don't have to purchase. It's kind of like, this whole thing is weird because like it really just makes Xbox Live Gold pointless, because like you if you have Game Pass and you get this game for free, I don't know. It's weird. I really do think Gold is going to go away, and games like, because you can already play all these games. Like you can play Halo Infinite on the PC for free. You don't have to pay for gold as long as you pay for Game Pass to get it for free, or you can purchase it outright.
Yeah, that's true.
So with that, especially with Project xCloud coming out, and you're gonna be play that on your phones, I don't think you're going to play. You pay Microsoft, $10 a month for gold to play on your phone with xCloud. I think you're just going to use Game Pass to be able to do that. So why is it that only the Xbox branded stuff is affected by gold? It doesn't make any sense with Microsoft's play anywhere kind of mentality. So
yeah, and especially with how consumer focused they're being this generation.
Yeah.
I mean, even I guess next generation, then the latter half of this generation, they've been really, really consumer focused. I think you're right. I think gold is obsolete, and it kind of has been for a while, even though it was necessary.
Yeah, I mean,
because you needed it to play online games.
Yeah.
And I mean, you still do. But if you're playing on PC as well and you're playing for free, then you should be able to play for free on Xbox as well.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be punished for buying their console,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I think it's going to go away. I think it's just a matter of time before they announce that. Because it just makes sense at this point. I mean, Game Pass is so great, and I think that's kind of that's the way they've been heading for a long time. And I think if they announce that, that's going to make Xbox look even better as a platform. Because I don't know if Sony's going to. I mean, it took Sony years to finally put out PlayStation Gold or PlayStation Plus. So I don't know if they're going to necessarily get rid of it. So I think that would be a great stepping stone for Microsoft, and they've already with just Game Pass in general and their upfrontness about their console and everything that works on that and all the backwards compatibility. Like it just adds kind of fuel to the fire for being very consumer friendly with this next generation and moving forward.
Oh yeah, they're definitely in a good light, I think.
Yeah, they're in a good spot right now.
Especially with some stuff coming out about PlayStation 5 that we'll get into in a little bit, but
yeah,
Xbox is gearing up. They're coming for the consumer.
Yeah,
they're keeping the consumer in mind in the process.
Yep. Very
so
cool.
Do you? I mean, there's been rumors that Halo Infinite multiplayer is going to have a battle pass. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so they said there's not going to be loot boxes. So I guess Halo 5's kind of loot box thing is going away. And I mean, if the game's free to play, then obviously having this battle pass makes total sense. I mean, who knows how much it's going to cost?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, with Game Pass, who knows? I mean, if someone has Halo in Game Pass, maybe I'm assuming they'll probably still have to pay for a battle pass to get unlock all the skins and
for sure,
whatever it is. But yeah, that definitely. I mean, that just every game has a battle pass now. It's not super egregious to have one because I mean you get a lot of stuff with it. So, I mean, I would never pay for multiple battle passes across a couple. It's just there's so many that it's just too hard. As a player and the person who has a job and a family, it's just too hard to try to like level up each battle pass and Fortnite and PUBG and all these other games, Apex Legends. It's just too much. So, this might be the first time I get a battle pass because I enjoy Halo's multiplayer. So,
I'm going into this fall with the assumption that Halo is going to be my multiplayer game for the coming months after that. I think I'm definitely going to get a battle pass.
Yeah,
for
me
this
too.
one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll get the first one, see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
See if the unlocks, the skins are cool, whatever they are. Because I mean, we're getting this game for free, so I'll give out $10 or however much it is, and try it out.
I mean, no harm done, really. I mean, I think a lot of people are worried about this being a free-to-play game because it never has been before. But if it keeps the same integrity that most other Halos have, I think we'll be fine. I'm not
Yeah,
too
I mean,
worried about the multiplayer not being fun or not being fair or
yeah,
whatever have you.
yeah. I would never. I mean, this thing. I mean, Halo 5 left such a like not for like personally for me, man. I really enjoyed Halo 5. Like
Mhm.
the campaign was okay. I mean, I didn't hate it, or I don't remember hating it.
I just don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't really remember it. I don't know. But the multiplayer was fantastic. I mean, that was probably
Yeah,
my. I mean, four I played a little bit. I didn't play a ton of multiplayer for
I did
4.
not play a lot of 4 at all. I played very little, I think.
But 5, I've just really enjoyed that multiplayer. So if they can keep that style of multiplayer and then obviously add some new stuff to it,
Mhm.
I just want them to come out full swinging with the multiplayer. I don't want it to be limited. I want it to be. I mean, because you're coming out free to play, you have one chance to kind of win back your audience. I mean, this is
Yeah.
the game for the Series X at launch. I mean, this is huge. I just want them to make sure that the multiplayer is fully functioning and has a ton of modes that we can play. So I don't think it being free to play will lower the quality of multiplayer at all, or at least I don't think it would.
Mhm.
But we'll see.
Yeah, I just hope it's not spread too thin between different game types of being like Warzone, a classic arena style, and then
Yeah.
Battle Royale. I'd rather them just lean into. I'd prefer them to lean into arena style, like
Yeah.
classic Halo 3, Halo 2 gameplay. I mean, they've said themselves that they're not interested in doing a Battle Royale, but that was a year ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows where they're at now with it being free
I mean,
for
it could
Game
be
Pass users
if they have
and everyone else.
if they have a really cool spin on it, maybe it'll be cool. But I don't want them to not have their core, Team Slayer stuff like that, which I don't think they would ever, axe in favor of Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But if they put a Battle Royale in there and it's like pretty good, like I'll play it for sure. I just don't want I don't want all the multiplayer to be compromised for that, or vice versa. I don't want them to put in a crappy, Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
I just want it to be like pretty high quality stuff. So, which I expect it to be, but
I'm really hyped that, even though like I play Halo with a couple of friends. You've played with them before.
yeah.
But I mean, they're probably not going to get an Xbox Series X day one.
Yeah.
But even if they're not, like we can still play Halo, even if they're not buying the game. Like we can play multiplayer together because it's free to play on Xbox One. And even if I have the Series X and I'm playing it on there, we can still play together.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. I mean,
well, with it being 120 frames per second, is it definitely confirmed that it's? I mean, I would assume it would be crossplay between each console, right? Like each.
Yeah, I think there's crossplay. Well, it would just be like playing on PC. I mean, playing on a 30 FPS rigged up computer and someone else
That's
playing
on
on
that's true.
200. So at least that's how I'm looking at it. All right, let's get into the rest of this Halo news that came out from their like Waypoint blog post.
Yeah.
So 343 responded to the graphical criticisms, and they said they were going with a classic Halo look, which I think they captured decently well. Like it looked pretty similar to Halo 1, Halo 2.
Yeah, it was definitely very, very nostalgic.
They did say the graphics need some work, and they referenced Digital Foundry's assessment on their graphics. I don't know if you've ever watched Digital Foundry's videos.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. I think they did a pretty in-depth analysis of Halo's graphics, or Halo Infinite. They said the demo was a work in progress from a few weeks ago. There were rumors that it was a few months ago, or even, I think there were rumors that it was even January.
Yeah.
And that was just completely wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you show something so far back?
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. In terms of single player, they said something along the lines of, if you can see it, you should be able to go there. So very similar to
Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Yeah, if you can do it, you can dream it. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. We've never heard that for a Halo game before.
Yeah, that's cool.
Battle Rifle is in Halo Infinite's classic Magnum is gone and replaced by the Sidekick. and the classic tactical shotgun is gone and replaced by the bulldog.
Okay.
No word on if they're going to bring those in later, but they didn't say they had plans to.
Okay.
Classic difficulties returning, so easy, normal, heroic, legendary, all coming back.
Typical. Cool.
We mentioned this earlier, but no real money loot boxes. So they said no real money loot boxes. Does that mean that we could have in-game currency loot boxes that you earn by playing online multiplayer?
Maybe, but if you have the battle pass, I mean,
that might be what they're referring to.
Yeah, like you pay for the battle. Like I assume they'll have, because they have a battle pass like technically in Reach, right? Or like the Master Chief Collection, like it's some sort, not a battle pass. You can't buy anything, but you get like a like skins and stuff. I think unlocks, whatever. So I think it'll be like they'll probably have like every other battle royale game. They'll have the battle pass that you can purchase, and then you'll have the ones that you just have for free or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm assuming, but I don't think they'll have, because I mean, just loot boxes are so outdated now that I just don't think that they'll be in there.
So 2016.
Yeah. God. Can someone say Overwatch? Jeez.
Can someone say Battlefront 2? Wait, did that have loot boxes?
It did. Yeah. Well, it was.
Okay.
That's the reason. That's the reason why that game like tanked so hard. Is because there were just their microtransactions were probably some of the worst.
Oh yeah, because you need to play like 1,000 or 16,000 hours to level up all the way or something like that.
Yeah, something ridiculous for free. Yeah, if you want to do it like for free, but
anyways.
Yeah.
And then finally, armor customization is going to be similar to Halo Reach. I remember loving Halo Reach's armor customization.
I don't really remember it. Is it? I mean, because Halo 5, I thought was pretty good. I don't know the difference between Reach.
Halo 5's.
Well, Halo 5, like when every time you leveled up, you got like a loot box or whatever, and then you could use your in-game battle points or whatever to get more loot boxes. Then you could purchase some as well if you wanted to, but you just unlocked like weapon skins, stances, a whole bunch of stuff that you could unlock.
That sounds poo-poo, but I remember
it was pretty. Like I liked it. Like I still, I have like 100,000 points. So I'll still get like some stuff every once in a while.
Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? Reach was skill based.
Okay.
So you got a certain number of kills and you got this helmet. That's why it was.
Oh,
maybe
that's
Halo
cool.
3. No, I think it was Reach.
Yeah,
we could be wrong. Please, someone correct me.
Yeah.
Don't let me go off the deep end here.
Give me with the Brazil.com.
That's it for Halo news. We'll probably hear more in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear lots of stuff.
Yeah, we're actually transitioning into a Halo only podcast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna siphon out this news over the next few months, if no one minds.
Every other game is garbage.
Yeah, we're gonna do a full analysis of each Halo game, starting with Halo on the PC.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways.
Halo for Windows Vista.
Yeah. Did you ever play I think it was like a knockoff, but it was a side-scrolling, just random Halo BS game. I played it at school on school computers.
No, I don't think I ever did.
I think it was like a fake knockoff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it was only Halo we could get on those computers.
Nice.
Animal Crossing got an update. So you can't transfer your save data between Switches, which is complete bullshit. But you can back up your saves and then reach out to Nintendo to get your save again if your Switch breaks. They are going to add in like the cross save feature later this year. So I still can't play Animal Crossing on a TV. If you can, that's really cool for you, but I can't. I don't know. Even if I wanted to transfer my island over, I'd have to destroy Alicia's island.
Yeah.
But she hasn't played it in a while, so I might.
So the dreams, what is that?
You can go to sleep in game, and then you can visit someone's islands.
What does that like? What does that entail? What is it different? I mean, this if that's quicker than going to those freaking dodos, man, God, Nintendo sucks. Their multiplayer sucks. I hate them. I love you, but Nintendo, but you suck. Like it's like a 5-minute process to go to someone's island, and then
it doesn't work half the time.
yeah, and then if you're like playing and you have your island open up, you have to like watch a stupid short video of someone flying into your island. Like it drives me bonkers.
But they have to make sure you're not cheating in Animal Crossing. I don't know. I think Dreams is more intricate than what I'm describing it as, but my takeaway is you go to sleep, you visit someone's island. Maybe multiple people can visit an island at once.
Well, there's got to be more to it than just that, because that just seems.
I think you can just use someone's code and go visit their island. You don't have to be friends with them.
Okay. So it's just like a super random person or something?
And it might be where you can just randomly visit an island. Where you can just visit a random island.
Well, I'm just going to dress up as Freddy Krueger and murder somebody.
Yeah. Bring an axe.
Yeah.
Murder some trees.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I mean,
I need to fire this game up again, just kind of see what's going on with it.
I've never known less about an update than this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Dreams was in the last Animal Crossing.
Okay.
In some capacity.
Okay.
Cool. Next up, EA is interested in acquiring Rocksteady,
so they can ruin them.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
This is a classic EA move. They buy a studio with a really good franchise, and then they
run it into the ground.
I
mean, that makes sense. I mean, Rocksteady's, from the few Batman games they put out have been fantastic. I know Microsoft was rumored to purchase Warner Brothers games.
Yeah.
So who knows? I'm not sure what happened with that, but I mean, I'm sure a lot of companies are probably wanting to acquire Rocksteady. So makes sense.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, makes sense.
This is kind of relevant to what we've been playing this week, but Carrion, topped 200,000 sales in the first few days.
Yeah.
Then they give a big thanks to Game Pass for that because, people are downloading it and then they're telling their friends or family members.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought it because of you telling me about it. So
yeah,
it absolutely works.
Yeah, that's kind of like well, I think I talked about this before, but I did a YouTube video on like Game Pass or whatever, and somebody I commented, he's like, "Don't support Game Pass. It takes money away from developers." But like I've heard that it does pretty well for developers. I mean, obviously Microsoft is going to give them some sort of cut, I imagine. I don't know the complete logistics behind their deals, but I imagine they get some sort of cut up front. But like this, for example, you put it on Game Pass, and yeah, people can play it for free, quote unquote. But like in our case, I was very high on it and was like, I mean, you could wait, but I feel like this would also be a perfect Switch game as well. So, I mean, it works. Like, word of mouth works. Like, you get more people playing your game because it's free, essentially. And then they tell their friends, and then they're like, oh, well, I don't have an Xbox with Game Pass. Oh, it's on the Switch? Okay, cool. I'll try it out. And then boom. Yeah. So, it's
marketing.
Work. It's marketing.
I still want to find out. I still want to, like, I wish there was, like, an analysis or a press release that somebody did about their relationship with Microsoft and Game Pass, and we could know if there's any.
Yeah, I mean, specifics. I know developers have talked about it and have been pretty good with their relationship with putting the games on Game Pass with Microsoft. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's done pretty well. I mean, I don't know. Game Pass has been here for a couple of years now, so I feel like if it didn't do well for some people, then I guess we would hear about it more. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
In the sales realm, Grounded, the new game from Obsidian, reached 100 million. No, sorry, not 100 million. 1 million downloads in its first 48 hours. And that game is also a Game Pass game.
Yep. Yeah,
and it's exclusive to Xbox.
Yep, it's considered it's in that game preview program.
Mm-hmm.
So it's early access. So they'll be adding more stuff, shortly before. I guess it gets like its full release, but yeah, I mean it's from what I've played, it's fun. I look forward to playing with you and checking it out.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a lot of fun, and yes, giant spiders are pretty scary. So yeah, good for Ground and Obsidian. I mean, Obsidian's a pretty high quality developer, so good to see like one of their smaller titles is doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's about to have 1,000,001 downloads.
Yeah.
Apparently, this was made with like 13, a team of 13 people, or
I can see it.
Around.
Yeah, I can see it.
Maybe less. But I'm really excited to play with you.
Yeah.
Sony announced a state of play for August 6th. We briefly mentioned this earlier, but they said no big PS5 announcements were going to be there.
Yeah, it's mostly third-party stuff and like PS4 related stuff, but maybe we'll get like a little bit of a tidbit.
I don't even know what they'd show, honestly.
Aside
from like, they could show more gameplay on Resident Evil 8, and I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe some more. Maybe if you play Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS5, you'll get $2 million in Shark Bucks. Ooh.
If I see one more Sony-sponsored Grand Theft Auto advertisement,
yeah, I'm done with it.
I'm never gonna get a PS5. Can't believe they started their presentation with that.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Right. So yeah, I'm not expecting much, but maybe there'll be something worth it. Yeah.
Cool. No More Heroes 1 Switch port was rated in Taiwan, which means it was probably registered with the ESRB.
Yep.
Normally when these things happen, they tend to be true.
Yeah, usually.
We've seen this with a few other games. We did see it with Metroid Prime Trilogy, and that has not come up yet. Right. Maybe in part due to Metroid Prime 4 being delayed. But
how many No More Hero games are there?
There are 2, and then there's that one on Switch, the Travis Strikes Again.
That's in development, or is that out yet?
That one was out, but it wasn't really a No More Heroes game. It wasn't like a third-person action game.
Okay.
It was like a top-down type game.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there were 2. I played the second one, and I remember liking it, but I just wasn't in the mood for an RPG type game on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Or action RPG. I don't even know if it's an RPG, but it was like it was an open world game.
Yeah.
On the Switch. And I just wasn't in the mood for it. Gotcha. I think I might have like rented it from Blockbuster or something.
What?
Years ago.
Blockbuster?
Maybe.
Redbox?
Wait, when did it? Wait. Yeah, it might have been Redbox. When did No More Heroes 2 come out?
Blockbuster. It's like 2000.
Hold on.
Maybe?
Oh, this is 2010.
I don't know. Maybe there were still a few around. I don't know if the one
Blockbuster closed in 2010. So
maybe I don't believe you. Maybe, yeah, you probably. It's probably like the last game. They're probably just take it.
Yeah, I could be lying. I don't know.
I believe you.
I just remember renting it from somewhere, and
I don't think you could rent Switch games from Redbox.
Well,
Gameplay?
The thing is, the Switch wasn't out in 2010, so you couldn't rent Switch games. You're right.
Oh yeah, that's 2017, wasn't it? 2016. 2017?
It was on the Wii. 2017 is when the Switch came out.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we could have No More Heroes 1. No More Heroes 1 could be remastered and come to the Switch.
Cool.
Well, I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
3 is coming out this year or next year. We still don't know what Nintendo is doing. Anyways.
Nintendo, please.
Please. Do something. Come on.
Anything, man. Anything.
Marvel Avengers. This is kind of sad. but Spider-Man is coming exclusively to PlayStation 4.
I feel like Spider-Man, like I love Spider-Man, but like he's just like the most thought out after like character ever.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like, I mean, obviously with like, I mean, it makes total sense. I mean, Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, just the movies, because Spider-Man was in Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah. So I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you got Marvel Spider-Man on, um, you know, and Miles Morales coming out. So I mean, it makes sense. It makes total sense for it to be exclusive to Sony.
Why?
I hate exclusives. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just a bummer situation. Like no one really wins with these exclusives like this. That's a multi-platform game, and one gets the better deal, or one gets the map pack a month early or something. Like it is annoying to me.
And it's not going to make me want to play on PlayStation.
No,
either.
no. And I don't even know if I'm even going to play this game because it just. I heard it's looking better, but I don't know. But I mean, it's a bummer because like I don't know. I mean, because I don't pay for, and I won't pay for PlayStation Plus anymore. So I'm not going to get this game on the PS5 or PS4 because if I'm going to play with people, I want to be able to play with Spider-Man, but can't because I'm not playing for PS Plus. So,
but seriously, like, what is the marketing, like, how does this pay off? Because it's not going to convince an Xbox player to play on PlayStation, or at least
no, it's just more for if you've got both, you're more likely to pick up the PlayStation 4 version. So Sony essentially gets a better cut out of it, and I imagine they probably paid Crystal Dynamics a good sum of money to get this exclusivity wrapped up. So that, I mean, both. So like the consumer doesn't really win in this situation. So it's all about the corporations that get more money out of this than anything. But
this and like timed exclusives are just
really annoying.
Yeah, and I mean, Crystal Dynamics did a similar thing with Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It was exclusive to Xbox for a year.
Yep.
Or no, maybe not Shadow. I think it was Rise. Rise of the Tomb Raider was exclusive for a year.
Yes, Rise was. Yeah.
It came out on PlayStation with like a VR mode or something like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I guess that's the only good thing out of it is usually the version that comes out the year later usually has everything in it, so you're saving money, I guess, if you wait. But then I don't know. Then you have a ton of people not playing the game, and I don't know. Exclusivities like that drive me bonkers. But they seem to kind of stop here, like recently. But it's still annoying.
Yeah, I mean, even as someone who has both, it's still annoying and kind of makes very little sense.
Yeah, I mean, because especially for someone like me that prefers Xbox over PlayStation, like I just prefer the controller. I get the PlayStation. I'll get the PlayStation, the proper PlayStation exclusives for PlayStation, and then everything else I play, on Xbox. But I prefer it that way. But
yeah, I think player choice is something that Xbox is focusing on a lot this next generation, and PlayStation is still kind of in their pompous, we have the best exclusives, that kind of mindset. And I think PlayStation fans are following suit.
Oh,
Xbox fans
for sure.
Like, play anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe give us our Game Pass money and you can play anywhere, man.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but
no, it's just, I mean, that's kind of how it is. Like PlayStation fanboys are just so, I'm sure they're like jumping at their, jump to the ceiling on this one just because they're like, oh, we get the Spider-Man exclusive. Haha. But I don't know.
It's like you rather, I don't know. Yeah. Spider-Man can only be so fun when it's not a game dedicated to Spider-Man.
Yeah,
in my
yeah. I
opinion.
don't know. I don't know if I would want. I don't know. I don't know. It's just annoying more than anything.
Yeah. I'm not trying to bash Spider-Man, but
Yeah, it's just more. I just hate exclusives like that. So I don't know. But I mean, everybody's done it. I mean, Xbox back in the day used to have the same thing for map packs for Call of Duty. They come out a month or two before the PlayStation, and then
PlayStation got that deal.
yeah, then PlayStation got the deal. It's been like that. This has been annoying.
Yeah, it's an endless cycle.
Yep.
Hopefully it can be rectified this next generation.
Yeah. Speaking of actually, there's no proper segue. DualShock 4 will not work on PS5 games.
Bummer Sony news. Yeah, DualShock 4 will not work on PS5 games. It'll work on PS4 games that you can play on the PS5. It's like backwards compatible games. But they want to take full advantage of the DualShock 5 controllers, and they don't even want you touching the DualShock 4 with these PS5 games, which is so dumb.
I guess. I mean, okay. So I'm not hating on I'm not a huge fan of the DualShock. I just don't like the design. The design's okay. It's not my favorite. That dumb touch bar they had, nobody used it for anything but the maps and like an extra select button. Yes, like Last of Us used it as like the guitar strumming, and that's cool. It's gimmicky, but it's cool. It's something different that we're not used to than just another button. But that's all it was. Sony, it was just another button. So, and they could prove me wrong. This, it could be the coolest feature ever. I don't know. But probably not.
What?
So just to like not be able to use the control. I mean, I don't know.
What is it about the PS5 controller that's so revolutionary? Was it the haptic response?
It's the haptic feedback, but like, I mean, my phone has that, so I don't know. I feel like I'm really hating on Sony right now, but
no,
like you said, they're so pompous and just so full of themselves. But I mean, yes, I guess to an extent, like I want to use the new controller.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not really a big deal.
And you're gonna get a new controller with the console anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'm kind of just hating for no reason, but it's also just kind of annoying because Microsoft is letting you use everything.
But what if you're? Sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
What if you bought a PlayStation and you bought FIFA 21? Yeah, that's right. FIFA 21. And you want to play a game with your friend, but you don't have an extra PS5 controller, and you think, oh, maybe I can use my PS4 controller. No.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Which I mean, this is the first time that we've been able to use previously, or older controllers. So, I mean, in that extent, that's cool that they're compatible for these new machines. But I don't know. I think I'm just hating just for no reason.
Oh, you're forgetting about the Wii and Wii U. The Wii U, you could use your Wii controller. You could use your nunchuck. You could do motion controls from 2007 all the way up to 2016, baby. I mean, woo, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Woo. I mean, it's fine. At least you can use them on the PS5 to play your PS4 games. So.
Yeah.
But I also feel like this controller is gonna be like $100. So there's that too.
So?
I think so.
I think it'll be a crisp 80.
Yeah, if that's being, I don't know. I feel like the Joy-Cons need to come down. They're $80. I guess you get two though. So.
Well, you get two, but if wait, do the Joy-Cons use haptic feedback?
They use HD Rumble.
HD Rumble, that's right.
Yeah, come on, man. Which it does feel nice. The HD Rumble feels good.
Yeah, it does. Especially
how about that water in Paper Mario? It looks pretty good.
Can we talk about this water?
Can we talk about this water?
Looks so crisp.
But yeah, like I said, I feel like I'm just hating on Sony right now. And,
we love Sony.
Yeah, Sony's great
most of the time.
Yeah. yeah, we'll see how this haptic feedback works in the new games, and kind of judge it for ourselves.
What's the analogy that they're using? Where if you're pulling a bow,
Yeah, you
you're
can
gonna
like feel
the tension.
yeah, which I feel like when I was playing like Tomb Raider, I can feel that, but maybe that's just I don't know.
Maybe it's your weak ass finger.
Maybe I'm just like, oh god.
Well, yeah, I felt like you could feel in Last of Us a little bit,
Yeah,
or maybe the vibration just made
maybe
you feel it. I don't
maybe
know. I don't know true haptic, I guess.
yeah, maybe like it's like truly amazing and like kind of actually blow you away. Not being like funny or anything. Maybe it'd actually be like super cool. So
Yeah.
um, yeah.
Does the Xbox Series X come with the new? Wait, do they have a new controller?
Yes. It's not anything like super special though. It's like pretty close to
To the same.
yeah.
Isn't there like an extra button in the middle
Yes,
or an extra switch?
I think instead of the select button, it's a share button
Oh, okay.
or something like that. But I mean, I feel like the design for the Xbox like One controller is pretty not perfect, but like it's pretty
It's
close to
ideal.
being like if it just feels good in your hands.
Yeah,
So,
there's not much iteration
no,
you can do to that.
I don't think
in my
so.
mind.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just an Xbox fanboy over here, apparently.
yeah, you're just a super fanboy.
Birds.
But yeah, that's probably gonna wrap up the show. Any other things you want to talk about before we wrap up?
I don't know, man. I'm antsy. I'm ready for these Xbox prices and PS5 prices to go up. I'm ready for Nintendo to wake up. I mean,
You're like, oh, we got games.
I feel like we're just on a precipice and we're just waiting
Yeah,
to get over it, and then it's just gonna be like a storm.
yeah,
But we'll get there.
yeah. Hopefully, we got
August is
some.
gonna be a telling month for all three companies, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll get the price this month for Xbox at least. I mean, they have to. I mean, they're gonna announce this Series S, rumored, of course, but I feel it'd be weird if they announced it and didn't show price, even if Sony hasn't already announced it. But maybe they'll announce the price of this state of play. Probably not, but maybe.
I don't think they will.
Nah, but yeah, it's about time for that price. So
Like I said before, like the 1S or Series S,
yeah,
would be a good way for them to show price and soften the blow.
Yeah,
with a lower price console.
Yeah, I mean, just do that, and then also announce like the Series X price as well. But like, this one's 5 and this one's 4 or something like that. I don't know.
Just wait and see at this point.
We'll see. But yeah, that is going to wrap up this week's show. Appreciate everyone that's been downloading the show. If you're catching it live, thank you. Watching it on YouTube, all that good stuff. You can send emails to gamingwiththebros@yahoo.com. Send us anything, man. Just send us like, what you're excited for, suggestions for the show.
Any questions you have that you want us to answer live?
Yeah.
On air.
Video game questions or random stuff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Of course, if it's inappropriate, we just won't read it. But yeah, you can send that, like I said, gamingwiththebros@yahoo.com. Any other things you want to add, Nick?
Just love you.
I love you too, man. And we love you guys. We love the audience. You guys are awesome. But yeah, we will see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Later.